So we're doing it. Welcome everybody to the first reenactment of the podcast, but we're going to change the name. It used to be called the official unofficial NA podcast for Royal Crown, but we're changing the name to How Not to Fuck Your Game Up podcast. NA. All right? How Not to Fuck Your Podcast. How Not to Fuck Your Game podcast. Like that ass. Like, we are going to keep it real. We're going to keep it subtle. But we're going to talk about some important shit. It's up to you to listen or not. You know, this is just our opinions. But we're out here, we're chilling. On the panel tonight, we got, of course, SuperFuture.
How's it going?
The homie, Ink. And then the man who's always late, but always on time, Marshed. How y'all doing?
I'm doing pretty great. How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Chilling.
Always
I'm
good.
chilling.
Awesome.
I'm absolutely chilling. Super, what I want to do today, I definitely want to have you take the forefront of this one, since you made all the topics and shit like that, and you made all the announcements. So I'm just kind of here, okay? I usually control the flow, but we're going to let Super do it, because he put in some work for this first podcast that we've done. What ain't got some fancy-ass Mountain Dew looking, you know, I'm a basic bitch, so y'all, I got the basic stuff.
Your chat's asking what you drinking, man.
Sipping on that basic Mountain Dew.
I got this too. Some fucking melon.
What is that?
Carbonated drink. It's a Korean drink. It tastes
Oh.
pretty good.
Oh, okay, that shit look lit. High key.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right, Super, go ahead. Take the floor.
Awesome. Welcome back, guys. We are. I'm excited to have RC back. We got a awesome treat that server's going down tonight, and we're gonna get RC back tonight on NA server, so it's super exciting. What's crazy is we started this podcast at the perfect time. Like we didn't plan this at all. That maintenance is that servers were gonna go down and we're gonna do the podcast at the same time. So yeah. Right now I just want to start with like where like welcome back. Where is Royal Crown at? Like what's the stage it's at right now? How you guys feeling? What were your first reactions when you like were reintroduced to the game? What happened? Tell me.
All right. Go ahead, Marsh. You first.
Okay.
You first. I'll go after you. You always talk before me.
I just wanted to start off. Initially, I had kind of like low expectations of Royal Crown. Now, considering just how much they didn't listen to us, and just like on the surface what they changed, it really looked bad. And when I went into the game, I just kind of went into it like just curious, exploring what to do, and I ended up actually enjoying the new path that they took. Like unexpectedly, it's still good, like really good, and I think most people will be surprised by just how much they'll take to this new crafting system that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first dropped in for the game, when I came back, you know, my first thoughts were, God, I missed this. I missed Royal Crown. I hated what they did to the game, but I missed playing the game. And when I landed, I was like, all right, I'm just going to go grab my weapons and my gear out of the chest. And I was like, wait a second. What is all this crafting shit? And
what weapon?
I mean, I figured it out, but yeah, it takes you know, an hour or two to figure out, you know, your build paths and stuff for everybody. But I'm just glad the game is back where it is and it's playable. People might dislike it. Maybe it's not what it was. It's definitely not what it was, but it's playable, and I'm enjoying it just as much as I did when I was playing it a lot.
And just a quick insert, actually, before we pass it off to somebody else. I did write a quick guide. Just if you're completely new and looking to get into the game again and you don't know where to start, make sure to go into your presets. I have under builds and guides in the Discord. You can check it out, and I have it all screenshotted, so you can just quickly set it up for your character and just get into the game and have some fun.
Yeah, we're gonna go through like the new features and stuff through this podcast as well. So yeah, Thanks for that, Marsh. But yeah,
No problem.
what do you, Spook?
First off, y'all know how I do. I'm out here. I'm playing other stuff, and then Arrange rank 1, by the way, was always memeing on the side, like, "Hey, bro, let's go play Royal Crown." And I'm like, "I'm not playing that trash ass game.
Yeah.
Back on my computer until they switch some shit around." And then come to find out, they got rid of our server, and that hit home. I was like, "Oh hell no! I'm really not coming back now. You gonna do that to motherfucking?" And they, what do we do? Okay, so we left. So fix the game, and we'll come back. But after I heard that, I thought I was done. I thought I was done with the game.
Mhm.
And then, like, I don't even know why. I think it was just complete. Like, nigga, I remember now. I had a dream, B. I had a dream, and I was telling Super and Arrange about the dream. And I had literally dead ass had a dream of what we're doing right the fuck now. Like, the podcast was happening, NA servers was coming back, motherfucking crafting and shit was like, hey. But man, it's literally manifest right here. And I was telling him on the call, I was like, bro, it might be time. And that dead ass same day installed, hopped on, 200 ping, wanted to murder myself, but you know, after further glance, obviously, I'm just gonna talk about the elephant in the room. Yes, they modeled their crafting system off of Eternal Return. That much is blatantly obvious. But the thing about Eternal Return, and I talked about this on my stream a lot because this was around the time that Eternal Return was dropping and RC was popping. My biggest caveat to Eternal Return, it was just too small brain, right? Like, it was so convoluted and so much shit that could be done with fucking 12 to 14 people in the lobby. Like, I was just like, why are you limiting yourself? Like, this could be good, just make it bigger. And then RC was like, hey, hold on. What kind of crafting system you got? Straight D-bro, that's my crafting system. Brother.
Just straight up.
And then sure as shit, like they just took it, and then I mean, yes, it's different than what we had, but I will take a convoluted, complicated, over the top, having looking ass crafting system over no crafting, which was why we left in the first place. So it's a place to start, and I expect big change from the game. Super,
Awesome.
What about you?
Thanks for that, Spook. I realized I kind of skipped a few questions there, but for all the people that are listening, for any new players listening, that's just how we as a player base feel about the game right now. And to put some backstory behind it, Marshed, Inked, SpDoubleog, and I have been playing since preseason. Like I've been playing since preseason 0. I don't know about you guys, but preseason 0 started last year, right? Like around when COVID hit. So the game's been around for about a year now. It's been through its ups and downs, major changes. That's why you're hearing from these guys that, you know, it did go to shit, but you know, they turned around, they fixed it. The game's launched now. It's a battle royale mixed with MOBA mechanics and kind of like Ragnarok artwork, if you guys like that kind of thing for the new players. But that's just a little bit about the background. But for me, how I found it is I was on Twitch one day, you know, just browsing, and all of a sudden, you know, I still had Royal Crown like saved as I was following it, and all of a sudden it had like 8K viewers. I was like, what the hell? What's going on? What's going on, right? And that was like last week, I guess. And all of a sudden, like, all these East Asian players, Korean players were playing, and it was popping. I was watching their streams, and I had no idea what the hell was going on with what they were picking up. I kind of had an idea because I played Eternal Return, but what the first thing I look for is how long the matches were going for and the team fights, and it was very similar to what, you know, RC was back in the day, just minus crafting system, and that's what got me excited again, and that's what made me decide to play again. And Arrange was whispering in your ear, Spook, and I was whispering in Arrange's ear. I was like, hey, let's go back and play some RC. I just want to test it out, right? And all of a sudden, you know, here we are. We've been grinding and trying to promote NA again.
So if I can
exciting.
step in real quick, just to give people an idea of how many more people have been playing this game. the average number of players in January of this year was 15. 15 players playing the game. Okay. Compared to last year in June, and this is after they made a lot of changes. In June of 2020, there were 447 players playing. That was down 960 from the previous month in May, which is when everybody was on it. Now here we are. In February of 2021, it went up to 180 from 15. And in the last 30 days, we're up to an average of 457 players again.
We don't even have our server yet, dog.
Exactly.
We don't even have our. We don't got the homies, bro. Oh shit. I'm ready.
It's popped off in Asia, guys, and it's just a matter of time. EU players will be coming back. SA players are already coming back, and it's just a matter of time where NA's gonna come back. You know, since NA's the best, we all know that, right? we all know that, right? I'm just throwing that out there.
Are you waging war on the other servers?
Oh man,
I don't know about that.
We already have. We've been on East Asia, South America.
we've been all over catching 200 ping. Come on.
No, it's just play. It's just play talk. Like, you know, I love all the people that are actually playing the game.
Yeah,
it's been
fun. Still the best.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun, and yeah. So that's a little bit of our history. I have a point here where we talk about us a little bit. I guess I don't know if the viewers care about us in the channel and what we've been doing, what we've done for the community. But if you guys want to start, Spoog, I guess you can start. Just a little bit about yourself and what you've been doing
recently, or just in general.
Just in general.
Well, I mean, I feel like I'd be the worst to ask about this. Y'all know what the fuck I've been doing. Grinding. My G, grinding. I mean, I'm out here. You know, when we first started to get this shit popping, I didn't even actually want to do any of this shit. I just wanted to be a part of a community that was tight. You feel me? Like, I'm OG Ragnarok player, OG Maple Story. Back in the good old days when you had like 80 to like 100 people that were like your clique. Like, that was who the fuck you rolled with. Everybody was tight. Everybody was cool. It just felt great. And then like for the last 10 years, I have not had that, because we've had games like fucking League of Legends, like fucking Overwatch, and just any game that's been dropped in like the last decade. Everything just seems so segmented and segregated, and everything was so toxic. And when I first started to play this game, you know, obviously I don't even remember how I got invited to this Discord when I first came in, because Majora actually was running this at the time. And like, I don't know, it made me feel like the old school Ragnarok days. Everybody was extremely chill, and I wanted to be a part of that. So from there, as you know, your boy streams, you know, a little bit on the side, you feel me? And I happen to be able to do a couple things multitask wise while I'm playing. Very entertaining, if you will, if I want to boast a little bit. But because of that, it allowed me to promote the game a lot more and make it more entertaining for newcomers that were not as familiar with the game. And the way that I explain things in the form of comedy allows people to feel more comfortable joining our community, because they feel more welcome, because they shouldn't feel like, oh, I don't know if I want to join because I'm trash at the game. Like, you shouldn't feel like that. Like, we've been more than welcoming to anyone that's, you know, wanted to join our Discord. And then especially when we were doing the Royals League, like, there were so many people joining on a daily basis. Like, we were like, how many? Like, we were getting like 25 to 30 people for like a month, a day. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy influx. But as of right now, I'm not entirely sure if or like when or if the Royals League. I'll leave that up to Super, because that was like his thing. So I'll let him talk about that. But me, y'all know what I'll be doing. I'll be out here. I'll be grinding. We'll be trying to get these events popping. Podcasts are going to keep happening weekly, so don't trip. We got you. It's back. We back. I'm out here. On a side note, this is completely unrelated to everything. I'm engaged now.
Nice.
Baby girl on the side. She's
Congrats.
a little bit shy. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there for y'all that know, you know. And for those that don't, that's kind of where I've been in the absence for the last few months. So
Big changes.
you know, appreciate big changes, bro. We out
Big
here,
changes.
baby. Hey, my server, bro. Yeah. Meerkat, let me talk to you real quick. You ever do some shit like that again, I'm not coming back. Super, take it away.
All right, no, congrats, brother. Right, I'm so happy to hear that. You know, a year of playing the game together, and now the man's engaged. You know, I'm so happy to hear that. So yeah, yeah, feel free
Appreciate
to pimp your shit on the stream as well. Like what do you do? You know what history you have with gaming? You know, etc. I'll leave it to.
I'm not gonna bore people with that. Y'all know me. Y'all know
Yeah.
me. If you watch my channel, you know what I'm about. I'll leave
for any new players.
they'll figure it.
this.
They'll know. They'll
Yeah,
know. They'll know.
exactly.
Wait, is that young Snoop Dogg? No, it's SpDoubleog. Get it right. SpDoubleog is me, baby. Welcome to the motherfucking high feed stream. We out here.
Awesome. Inked, go ahead.
I mean, that's a tough act to follow there.
Yeah.
Bro, it's all love.
So you know, you get a good feel for Spoog and how he is. He's a great guy, great streamer. Awesome watching him. Myself, I come from a coaching background. I'm actually in the process of moving from Chicago to the Detroit area where Spoog is from.
It's alright.
And I'm moving out there because I'm working for a 4-year university as their coach there. So what that translates to essentially with streaming is I'm a little more educational and I want to help people learn. So the newer players that have questions and maybe want to be a little more competitive and not have a super great time, you're going to anyways. Stop by and Marshed. I'll let him follow me. He's just as great at teaching people the game, and he makes up the best guides. I just don't care to make them. I'd rather educate in real time. But Marshed, I'll pass it over to you, man.
To chat for it.
Welcome. Yeah. So I'm Marsh, as you guys know. I don't know what there's to say, honestly. I've been playing games all my life. I've been playing Royal Crown with you guys for a long time now. I like to play competitively. I'm getting a little old, so I feel like I shouldn't really get into it too hard, but I still like to have fun. So, when the servers are back up, you're gonna see me grinding for the top rank again, because that's what I like to do. And that's what I did with like games like League of Legends and shit. But yeah, I'll stream from time to time, and if you guys have questions and stuff, I like teaching as well. I've done some coaching on the side with League and stuff like that, so I really like all that stuff, and I just like being a part of the community. So thank you guys.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thanks, Marsh. Marsh is super modest, guys. Like he's fucking really good at MOBAs. Yeah, like his League of Legends days. He has clips out there, and he's like known as a support that is in everybody's business. Like I think Challenger or something like that. Like he's in everybody's business. He's like Marsh is a really skilled player, and all these guys here on this panel are really skilled players. And if you want to learn the game of RC from someone, go to these guys, go to their channels, support them, hop onto Discord, they'll talk to you guys, right? Because these guys are probably one of the most diehard fans, because we're out here grinding, trying to bring NA server back, and it's back in 3 hours, folks.
That's crazy, dude.
2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
Everybody, give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah.
For putting in that work, raising some awareness, letting the official servers know, hey, we here, we want it. They heard our plea, and now they're making it happen. Ooh wee.
Yeah, and a little bit about me, what I've been doing. I've just been in school, being educated and such. I'm transitioning my career, but we're good. We're out here, just grinding. So yeah.
On a side note, this is kind of tooting SuperFuture's horn. Super is by far the most dapper nigga I think I know. On some real shit. No, like y'all don't understand. Like he's about that, like he woke up like this type shit. Like I bet right now he look good as hell. Date ready. Walk out, go straight to a 5-star restaurant type shit.
You're teasing your stream right now.
Yeah, it's so funny. No,
you don't believe me?
I'll be there. I'll be there at Spoogan's wedding. You see me suited up.
Yes, actually,
Right.
high key. Don't have a date yet, but if y'all trying to come on some real shit, let me know, and I'll make it happen.
Yeah, no doubt. Awesome. Thanks for the introduction, guys. I'm that was just for me personally, and I think it's good for new players to learn about the OGs, right? I'm thinking of also for the returning players that are coming back. We're gonna give the returning players a special tag, like a preseason tag, if they return. Only if you return, right? A special tag in Discord, and we're also gonna do promotion at the end of this podcast here to try to bring in new players. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into the good stuff. We talked about why we're excited about the game again, how we got back into the game. Let's talk about the new features. The big one, the crafting system. Who wants to start? Who wants to explain? I was gonna walk through everybody the crafting system in game. I was actually gonna share my screen, but the server's down. So
honestly, I kind of want to shift this to Marshed based off of what he just made.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's got some fresh input in a fact-based way. So go ahead.
All right. Well, God,
No pressure.
I don't have the fucking thing. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I can just real quick. Hold on.
Well, there's a lot of new features, guys.
I just made a guide.
Yeah, a lot of new features. The biggest one is the change of the crafting system. As you've heard, there's been a lot of mixed feelings about it, but you just need to get used to it. In my opinion, like once you get used to it, you're all gravy. There's a little bit of a learning curve, right? But Marshed has created a pretty good guide on walking you through it.
So on a little note before Marsh gets started, because I know you about ready to do that. For those that don't know, just a little history about the game. The crafting used to be you would get like actual full ass items of pretty much any rarity out of like chests and stuff, and then you could craft accessories and cards via paps and rocks, and then of course all the other utility and whatnot. But ideally your equipment came out of chests. After that, the change that happened that made us all leave was they essentially took all the crafting away. The only thing that was craftable was essentially utility, which was a waste of my fucking time. And then of course now we have the current crafting system. Marshed, whenever you're ready.
So with the current crafting system, what you're gonna see is that they took away one aspect of it to try to simplify it to at least some degree, which is there's no more runes anymore. So you're not gonna be trying to get 5 purple stacks of offensive, defensive runes or whatever. What they basically did was they shifted the balance of the runes to the rest of your equipment. And what you're gonna be doing for the rest of the game instead is you're going to be looking for materials to craft your armor sets, your weapon sets, and then you're still going to be going to ores and paps, but ore is going to be like the last destination to upgrade your equipment, and paps they're not as like you're not going to need to mine for like 5 minutes of paps anymore, pretty much. So those are 2 better aspects that they did. And I like the crafting system now. I think it's a little fairer for most of the cast now. Mages can be on par with the AD like bruisers that could level fast before. So there's not as much of that, I think. And yeah, you can actually I prepared the guide on there, just a quick run through. You can go through your presets in the game. You can actually load presets from any server. So if you're interested in how East Asia does it, you can pull up builds from there. They have map guides in them. They have their paths already set up usually, and it's pretty simple. You just follow along, and you'll have your build within 5 minutes of the game. Sometimes getting purple is a little RNG, but for the most part, you should end the game with everything that you had, and it should be as strong as before, if not stronger. Like one more aspect that they actually enhanced now is basically legendaries are much more accessible to the cast of characters. So you can actually craft legendaries on the spot. You can actually make components of legendaries. It's all just about planning, and it's you'll need to make room to pivot some low RNG drops into your slots. Oh, actually, about slots, they're a lot less now. But that's the only downside of that. So managing all your slots is a little tough with all the materials. You have to craft, your battle consumables and your weapons and armors and stuff. That takes all the same slots, so it gets a little tough. But it's manageable.
So just a quick note from my end on crafting. When you guys are making your builds, if you want to have your own go at creating a build for yourself, as you're picking out your purples, that's what you're going to want to put into that slot that they give you at the top of the page when you go into Bella or Spark or whoever you're doing. You don't want to put legendaries in there because when you're picking up items, it's not going to be as easy to find it, and you're going to have a bunch of stuff in your inventory you don't need. And when you don't have slots open in your inventory, you can't get your materials to make your purples. So when you're picking out those purples, they're all going to need an essence of some kind. There's 4 different kinds of essences, and they all drop from different sources. So if you have a build that requires, Marsh, maybe you have thoughts on this. If you have a build that requires more than 3 of one specific essence, it's probably not going to work because the chances of getting those drops multiple times, it is RNG based. It's probably not going to happen if you need 4 bloods or 4 wins in your builds.
I actually, like, most of the time you won't, like, if you're going a standard route, you won't be able to get 5 essences. The only way that you can get them is actually if you know what mob drops them at the highest rate, and doing that is getting familiar with the game, like killing different mobs every time. Maybe there's I don't know if they're called kobolds or turtles or whatever. Like turtles drop essences of earth at the highest rate, but you wouldn't know that unless you killed them. They actually drop at a higher rate than ore and stuff too. So if you,
Do they really?
yeah. So if you were looking to round off a 5 essence stack build, you would have to go to turtles. Otherwise, you're gonna be mining for 3 minutes. Like I was literally streaming the other day, and I mined an entire section, and I didn't get 5 ores or essences.
Yeah,
That's how I feel
To
with
give you an idea,
wolves.
Yeah.
to give you an idea, sometimes it does work. I got 3 essences of earth from ore in a row, back to back to back. It doesn't happen a lot, but when he says you're looking for 5 essence in a build, it's of a specific type, not in general, because you're going to come across wind and earth and blood. If you're doing your regular farming route, you're going to get 1 or 2 of them. But knowing where those high rates are is going to help if you have a really blood heavy or a really earth heavy build.
And you want actually a few extra because you want to pivot them into legendaries eventually, especially the blood. So,
but essentially, you can get that off of like skirmishes, though. Like after you've already completed your build, you're going to be running into random mats from just what people had on them anyway. Not to depend on that, you should definitely possibly still have some of your own for possible pivots at any point. But that actually gives me a point to pivot into a side point in regards to the new changes. What's the likelihood that you guys will be doing Dragon as per just getting the materials to make a legendary? I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on this.
is it solos or squads?
Squads.
Okay. I don't know if someone else wants to chime in here.
Yeah, maybe Super, you go ahead. We've played a few squad games where we've taken Dragon.
Yeah, we've played a few squad games. Dragon is still valuable because it drops the main ingredient, either the attack or defense type orb to craft a legendary, right? Like the attack. Like this is very detailed, guys, for any new players that are coming to the game. Like the stuff we're talking about is very, very, very detailed. Little stuff that you'll learn along the way. But these orbs, you need them to craft legendary items. But these orbs, you can also craft them with smaller tier, like lower tier items that you mine or gather or kill mobs from. But killing the dragon right away is beneficial because 1, it gives you EXP for your whole group, and it drops those orbs. You know, a bunch of other things as well, not just.
So
the
just
orbs.
to briefly touch on the rarity of items. So the most common items you're going to find are going to be at all the different places in chests, and those are going to be white items. White items are only found at those specific spots on the map, and it's usually 3 or 4 different locations that carry those. The next rarity is going to be your essences. Those are green. Those are found in mobs, in paps, in trees, in ores. Paps, when we refer to it, is bull rush. They renamed it, but it's the same thing.
Well,
And as you're going,
they
go
both
ahead.
exist. Yeah, they have 2 different kinds.
Right
So
on, but they drop the same stuff, right?
No, I don't think so. Actually,
No,
One
they,
drop-
they yeah, one drops paps and then the other one drops what's that blue thing?
The soft stem.
I think no, they
one
both
that-
drop the soft stems. It's just papyrus only drops the material needed for cards, and then the other one drops
The blue
Essence. The essence.
yeah, the
essence of
thing.
wind. Essence of wind.
Yeah,
The essence.
yeah, that one.
That said,
The enchanted flower too. Yeah, that.
oh
that
yeah, the lily. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then going up from there, the next rarity is going to be blue, which is going to be your sage stone and your spirit stone. Now, whenever you get one of those, it's usually pretty low chance that you do, but when you run into it, there's going to be materials that go along with those where you can make legendary. So the sage stone is how you make legendary helmets, boots, and gloves.
Mhm.
And then the spirit stone, as mentioned before, the big orbs, so the heart of fire and the heart of ice. The heart of fire makes legendary weapons. Heart of ice makes legendary armor. Now you can get those off of the dragon. You can get them if you kill a treasure goblin, which don't come in until later in the game. You can also randomly find them in chests once in a while. But an alternative route to get them is if you have a spirit stone, you can combine that with either glass shards or a glass lens to make the heart of fire or the heart of ice. And that's the way you can get all the equipment and all of the different mats that exist in the game.
Yeah. And sorry,
go
like
ahead.
I know a lot of this could be a lot of information, like the crafting system and the new system in general. We can do a whole another podcast on this crafting system. And,
yeah, I mean, there's a lot to talk about, but
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
just put it into perspective that people, or not just people, but this community is again one of the most like devout communities I've ever been a part of. Every single person that we have in here, like everyone's chill. Like we all help each other. Like if you ask a question in like the general chat or something like that, someone will answer you or direct you in the right the right channels to find the information that you're looking for. Marsh also, you know, he's working on guides. I don't know how many more he has in the works. I myself stream all the time. Super streams, Ink streams, Marsh himself streams. Like there's other people that you may not be familiar with, but you know, you're gonna be hearing their names a lot. They also make content. So there's so many different avenues to accessing this information, even outside of the podcast. Don't feel as though you're only gonna get helpful information from just the podcast stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, be on the lookout for podcast stuff because we talk about that real shit that I hope people be paying attention to because we keep it real on here.
Yeah, no, all this information is really good information for any new players. But let's keep it more high level and just a big overview of what actual the new features are and not the nitty-gritty details, because people will learn that eventually as they play, right? We'll be posting these guides and stuff about the details and stuff in general. But for the crafting system, guys, think of it this way: everything that you can craft now, there's different levels to it. Like there's different levels of mats, materials that you need to get for each tier of cards or gear, right? And you just have to pretty much set pathing, right? There's an in-game feature now where you can set pathing for yourself. You can mark your map to pick up these materials. Okay.
Yeah.
To keep it simple. And you know, the preset system is actually really useful, for this new crafting system. So what I recommend is spend some time in the preset system, right? Because when I first started, I jumped right into the game. I had no fucking idea what I was doing. But once I went through the preset system, it just made everything so much easier, right? There's three main components to the preset system. There's one, your main gear that you want to set, right? Those are generally your purples and your cards. Then there's the second component is your pathing system. It's really cool. You guys should play with it. It shows you, where each material is for each corresponding gear. And then the third section of the preset is the grouping presets, which I don't know how to explain it. It's pretty much
I think that's a visual thing, to be honest. Super.
Yeah, like
it's very
it
useful, but
well, here's the thing about the group setting. So, as you mentioned already, you have your main bar, which most people just put their main equipment, and then their cards, right? So you can easily see like, okay, I need this for this, I need that for that, and then you can kind of go based off of that. The group settings is for the shit that you can't fit up on your bar, that you do care about, that you do want to have auto picked up when you press F and not have to click. So things like, herbs, pieces of wood for utility, the oblivion powder, the mysterious powder for like TP powders and poison potions. Like that's what you want to set there. Me personally, I don't even set my legendaries on my bar. I put those in my group settings because it's gonna pick up the mats for it anyway, and I know I'm likely going to get my perps before I get perps for purple for those that aren't familiar. I'm gonna get my perps before the legendaries themselves, so I essentially am saving myself a bar, but I'm also still able to utilize being able to auto loot what I know I'll need later. Shit like wheat, anything you can think of, you can put in there, and you can leave shit behind. Like if there are items that you just do not want to fuck with ever, I don't want to see it, get it out of my inventory. Ability potions. You can set that to just not be picked up ever. Like if you have a bunch of items, you pick it up, it'll just stay on the ground. So really, really helpful. It will take time. And again, we recommend you actually taking time to set this up. It may seem tedious, but I kid you not. Like you'll be like, wait, this is actually lit as fuck, because you can decide anything and everything that you want to pick up and only those things. It's fantastic.
So, early on, if those group settings are confusing and you can't figure out how they work, if you import a build from any other region, those builds usually have those group settings already in there. What I did when I first made one for my for Spark, I had my first build and it was way wrong. I didn't understand group settings at all. But when I imported a preset and looked at how they did it, I just copy pasted that and now I get it. And it's pretty easy. So if you like learning that way, you can. Or if you want to pop into any of our streams, Marshed, Spoog, myself, Super, and you want to just ask us to do a preset and show you how to do it, we'll happily do it for you. Or at least I'm sure the other guys want to help too.
Yeah. I'll literally make you a preset and then put it up so you can copy it. I don't care.
And I was actually using a preset of one of the viewers today, Iskamar. Iskamar is coming back. Guys, he's also a long time player. Shout outs to Iskamar. I was just showing him the presets. I was using his preset and kind of showing him the pathing. So yeah, always down to help people. And like we said, it's gonna take a lot of getting used to. There's different tiers to everything, right? You're not gonna get certain. Actually, I'm not gonna go into that because that's too detailed. But yeah, crafting, great. Copy other people's builds, because people actually share their builds on the client now, which is super cool. You can also share yours if you want.
It saves so much time too.
Yeah, and it actually shows how many people have, I guess, looked at it or or copied it. So it's really cool. Saves a lot of time what people are using. And the preset system, amazing. That's awesome. So yeah, crafting system, preset system's good. So new modes, guys. New modes. Have you guys tested the new modes at all?
Quite frankly, no. All I've been doing was what I've been doing with y'all. Honestly. Like,
there's like, I guess, duo, which we've tried. There's the training system.
I've tried the training a little bit.
Yeah, the training system. Like, the way to onboard new players is amazing. They're giving out a lot of new, I guess, perks for new players, which is really cool. Like you get free Alicia, you get a free, what was it, Chef? I think it's Chef.
Can we talk about custom lobbies real quick?
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Yes,
New
that
modes.
yeah.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I saw a question in chat. Do you have a tier list of the characters yet?
Well, here's the thing about that. We will come back to that. I actually was just commenting on that in chat. Let's talk about custom lobbies first.
Sure. New modes.
And
the
then
bigger
we'll
one. The
come
big
back to
one.
that.
Yeah, the big one's custom lobbies. Super exciting.
Yes. So custom lobbies. Oh my god. Super, you want this? Because I'm gonna vent and cry at the same time. If I talk about this.
A few of us have already tested the custom lobby. It's in beta right now, guys, and we've been wanting this forever because as competitive players, having custom lobbies is super important, especially for the spectators and shoutcasters and stuff. And guys, what they have done with the custom lobbies right now is amazing. It's so customizable. So customizable. You can like customize everything from like movement speed, attack speed, health regen, like everything. Everything. Like we were literally running around at 200% movement speed, running as fast as mounts, and it was hilarious. Like I can see
that shit was fun.
Like I can see a lot of potential for this mode, especially like custom games that could come out of this mode, because you can lower fog of war as well, like vision. That'd be cool. Like you can play some like hide and seek and shit. Like it'd be cool. One hit kills with, I don't know. It'd be fun.
No, we could definitely set something like that up. But a question though, I didn't see it when I was messing with it. But is there an observer mode?
No, there's no observer
Or like
mode yet.
Okay, that needs to happen. Okay, like don't get me wrong, like everything that you guys are doing with the custom lobbies, keep doing it. That shit, it's fucking great. Like this is exactly what we wanted. But an observer mode would be perfect because that is what we would essentially need to cast appropriately, right? Like, because before what we were doing for casting it, whenever we would hold like events or something like that to get different POVs, I would literally have to have people stream and pull up their streams and then manually swap between the tabs of the streams, and then everybody's stream is on a different fucking thing because we don't know the delays, and this could have happened, but then this happened already, but I'm 10 seconds over here. Like, it was just bring an observer mode, please. For my sake, for everyone's sake. That way, when we host events, like we can literally boom, jump over here. Oh, there's action over here. Boom, boom. Like we won't miss anything, and that'll be fucking great. Anybody else want to comment on this?
I can't wait for that.
Well,
I know.
One thing to note on the custom lobbies is once we start doing that, say there's enough, we're gonna get there. We'll get there where we have Royals League going again. I hope, because that was the most fun I had playing this game. But one thing we used to do is when we played just on the server and we didn't have a custom lobby, is there'd be a random team in there. And they would like make it kind of far, and they'd be like, whoa, what's this 30-man lobby? And we'd recruit people into the Discord through that. So we won't be able to do that with custom lobbies.
True.
Yeah.
True. However, we still had hella traction with our events. Like just like we did with the podcast, like we promoted the hell out of that shit. And now that people knew what we were about, word's still out there. They know what time it is. That's why we're having our server in how long? 2 hours? Someone was like, "This look, I'm gonna reenact what happened in Meerkat." And they said, "What? They're coming back tonight." Yes, tonight. It's Saturday. Care? Tonight. That's what happened. That's how we get down. They know how we get down. All right, our events are going to be popping. Be on the lookout for that. But yes, I would. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to like have that interaction with like the random people coming in. But that's also for a good reason, because the custom lobbies has a steady ping. We don't know what the servers are like. Even with NA, sometimes it could be finicky. Some people had really good ping. Some people had really shitty ping. It really fluctuated. But from what I could tell, and everybody's experience that participated in our custom lobbies, everybody was fine. Even on a server that wasn't even ours. So keep that in mind. Absolutely. Super, you got anything on the custom lobbies before we move to tier list?
No, I'm just really excited. That's the number one thing I'm most excited about. Just because Royals League, guys.
Yeah.
Lots of potential. We already have frameworks for competitive, Royal Crown, and yeah, it's exciting stuff.
For new players watching this, Royals League is not something that's supported by Meerkat or anything like that. This is something that our community started through a lot of hard work from SpDoubleog and SuperFuture to get an infrastructure set so that we could play a competitive quotes version where we're going against regular teams. And this is something that was open to everybody. This isn't a closed league, invite only, nothing like that. If you have friends that want to play or you want to do competitive solo and you want to do something on a regular basis, Royals League is where it's at. And that'll be open to everybody when we get it going again too. But Super's going to know a lot more about that and the possibilities.
Yes, sir.
Exciting.
Absolutely exciting stuff. Let's go ahead and pivot to tier lists. I'm going to say one thing about that. Too soon. It is way too soon. And here's why. I can't give a legitimate opinion on the status of a character when I have 200 ping. Right? It's impossible because ping is everything, as most of us know that have played games similar to this. And you can't justify that a character sucks or is underwhelming because you literally can't see what the fuck is going on your screen, right? So let our server come out. Let us get some time in. Hopefully by next podcast, we can maybe whip up a tier list then.
Right.
But maybe.
What I will say... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, it just goes back to what I said earlier. A lot more heroes are more viable now than ever before, and it's because you can craft any equipment and you don't have to rely on killing mobs. Where like before, one of my strategies was to power farm and I would be 5 levels ahead of everybody in the lobby and just kill everyone. So there's no longer that, unless like you're just really bad at path. That's pretty much it.
And this is something that might not answer, I guess, the viewers' questions, but I'm gonna tell you the most played character in Asia right now is Sonya. Okay, and I'm not gonna go into why that is. Play it for yourself, and yeah, like the top ranked players are playing Sonya.
Really interesting because Sonya was like F tier when we
She was bad. She was not good.
Memed on. But see, the funny thing about it is that should just reiterate why we wanted the crafting to go somewhat back to the way it was. Because much like Mars said, because you can change your build to how you want, there are so many more viable different characters now. Sonya being one of those characters. Yeah, her W is still trash. It should change. Yeah. But despite that, there's because of the items, I mean, she's getting up there. Like, I'm getting completely shit on by Sonya's on East Asia. I can't guarantee that that'll be the case when our server drops because I have pings, so you better watch out. But, you know, she's up there. And then obviously, what I think how many 1, 2, 3, 4 characters dropped since the last time I was on. You know, we got Chow, which is the fish hook guy.
Miru.
He's essential. Yep, Miru. What's the bow bitch's name? The vein bitch.
It's like a ballista.
Ballista. That's her name. That's her name. Ballista.
Okay.
And
then we got the dog chick, Elma. Looker. Thank you.
Yeah, Elma, and then the frost bitch that's coming out.
Neva.
Yeah,
Elsa.
whatever. So yeah, like I'm liking it. You know, we got new characters coming. We got new fucking server. We got new everything, bro. I'm so excited, bro. I'm ready to run a lap.
I think they're planning to release a new champion every 2 weeks. So
good. I told them to get on that Riot shit. Like that. Anybody played League of Legends in 2009? Every 2 weeks, champion. Ooh, new champion.
If they ever watch this podcast, I just want to say they need to, for the match history thing or profile thing, I want to look at people's match history just to see how they're doing in their matches. Like I don't know, that's just something I like to do as a lurker. So
you a op.gg, huh? Okay. I see you, Mr. Challenger.
Yeah. So yeah, tier lists too soon.
Too soon.
But they're obviously gonna be favorites. once the game released. But yeah, this new champion coming out, she's gonna be the new meta, like how it always is.
Yeah.
How it always is, right? So yeah.
So real quick, if you guys are interested in the new champion's abilities, in the North American Royal Crown Discord under General, I just posted a image that is her abilities.
Yeah.
You don't have
She
Discord.
sounds broken as fuck, but yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yep.
Where were we? New
We were at
features,
tier list.
new modes. There's a training move we went over. There's a lot of new bonuses and stuff as well, like new stuff that they give out as you progress through the game, which is really cool. Really
Oh
cool,
yeah,
right?
the masteries. Touch on that for a second.
The masteries. As you play certain characters, you can unlock masteries, right? You get special borders and such, and icons and such as you play the character more, which is really cool, right? Getting gold as well. And speaking of gold, it's really easy to get gold right now.
Thank God.
Yeah, really easy to get gold. Last week I started.
Back in our day.
Like you can get a character a week.
Pretty much.
You get a new character a week, so yeah, just play.
Well, and they also have characters on rotation. So,
Exactly.
you know, during that rotation, play them all, see who you like. If you like someone, that's who you buy that week.
Exactly. Like every day, right? Or is it every day? Is this a new rotation? Or is it every week?
I think it's weekly. Yeah, I can't remember. I own everything, so it doesn't apply to me.
Yeah, same here.
Speaking of which, I know we talked about the training mode. Can't you try champions that you don't own in training?
Yep.
Just to clarify.
Yep. You can use all champions in training.
Okay.
Can I tag off that real quick?
Yeah.
For training mode, they need to fix the cooldown system, because I'm trying to learn how to combo shit with certain characters, but the cooldowns are in real time. You know how in League, I don't know if you've gone into training in League of Legends, you can have infinite cooldowns or whatever. So
Yeah, auto refresh on it.
Yeah. They need that shit in there.
So like turning it into Earth.
Yeah, kind of. So like I can practice like comboing into a trap or whatever on certain characters or whatever I need to do.
Oh, I see what. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know, food for thought. Food for thought. What else we got?
Yeah, that's pretty much most of the new features. Like the game, how it feels right now, very old RC like, right? But with new crafting system, battles. How do you guys feel about the battles so far? Even though you guys lag, I know you guys actually played King on EU as well. How do you guys feel about the battles right now?
I mean, I was in a house in one of the places with 4 different players, and none of us were attacking each other early game. We were just opening chests and getting our mats. So
Let's touch. Like yes. Backpack off of that. Right now. As far as I can see from East Asia, again, I can't speak for Europe or South America or anything like that, but on East Asia servers, freaking the very beginning of the game up to like maybe level 5, it is meta in squads, can't speak for solos, but squads, that you just completely and utterly ignore everybody. Getting into skirmishes, pointless, because you no longer need to collect cards to res people or to res your teammates, because before you had to collect essentially a card from their coffin in order to res them. You don't need that anymore. They die, you can immediately res them. So getting in the early skirmishes, there's really no punish for it in squads. Now, yes, you essentially set somebody back, like if it's a Morgan and you really don't want a Morgan to get set up and you just want to keep them dead, that I understand. But as far as everybody else, it is not uncommon for people to just be like, hey man, all right, see you later. And then that's it. Like you'd have full ass team just chilling, you know, rubbing your back like, hey, you get the match you need?
A lot of that early on lack of action is due to the fact that the game, as soon as you drop, you start with 2 teleport powders. Every single person. And teleport powders, it's flash from League of Legends. You blink a short distance, you can go over wall, over terrain, so you can run early, which is great for mages who a level 1 spark against a Korik is going to get smacked. He can't do anything. But if he can blink away twice, Korik's not going to be able to catch him. He'll be all right. So a lot of that action early doesn't happen. But once you get geared, man, fights are fun. We were playing last night. Spook, Super, and I were playing trios over in East Asia, and the fights would have been a lot of fun if we weren't lagging. But the ones where we weren't lagging were still great.
Oh yeah, hella fun. I like where it's at.
Yeah.
Substantially better than where it was, and I'm very curious to see where it's going to go. You feel me?
Yep.
Sure.
It's super fun. Like having 20 people in that small circle, you know, you flash over a wall or into a bush, you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
I'm just so excited the meta is like opening up seemingly. You know, like before what the meta was for squads, every time Bella, Bastien, and Melia. Everything. And now there's like every single hero is viable, and there's so many more marksmen that are just as strong as Bella, seemingly at least. We'll see, right?
Another thing to note, because the game is so focused, I'm not going to say heavily on crafting, but it rewards you for getting all your items. In that small circle, it used to be that one team could just chill and try to hide and avoid everybody till there were 2 teams left. Well, now there's like 7 or 8 teams in that final circle. So you're not going to be able to avoid fighting. You can't hide. You're going to have to navigate multiple fights, multiple 3rd and 4th and 5th parties. It's crazy. It's chaos towards the end of the game. And a game takes what? Maybe 10, 15 minutes? So it's not like you're farming for 30. Yeah.
No more perfect bomb.
Yep. Yeah. No, none of that crap. None of that crap.
The perfect bomb's still in the game.
Well, but
it is.
Just it's less likely for
you can't
people
craft
to,
it.
Like, you gotta like get it out of a red chest.
Yeah. Can't craft it.
Speaking of red chests, we do have to say this. So around the map, there are these like red chests that spawn for some of the newer players that are different than regular chests that are in like buildings for like the different cities and shit. These chests in particular are not limited to the regular chests. They actually can drop fully made green gear. Okay? Like some gloves or some boots or a weapon. Like, keep note of that. And they also have a higher chance of dropping some of the other tiered utility as well, I believe. This is what the perfect bomb that we're talking about, like goddess statue, and then like a couple others. So they aren't spawned in the same place every single time. They are randomized along the paths of the map, and they are actually a little chest icon that's in like a light gray, and then when someone takes it, you can actually see it turn to a dark gray. So that, keep that in mind, as like a map notification for possibly a team nearby, or something that you just pay attention to it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's there. Don't get confused. Okay. I feel like there was something else I wanted us to talk about.
The goblin?
Is it the? Oh yeah. Wait, no, but yes. Talk about the goblin while I'm thinking of what the hell I wanted to talk about.
Sure. There's a new feature that it's called the treasure goblin. This goblin spawns just like the special chests that you see around the map that kind of drop, but it spawns once in a while, and you kill it, and as you try killing it, it runs away, and it poops out purples, any kind of purple, really. And as you kill it, it drops a few purples for you at the end as well. So yeah, it's really cool.
When you last hit the treasure goblin, it gives you either a heart of fire or a heart of ice. It's always one of those items, which are used for legendary weapons and armor. All the other purples that pop out of it are totally random. It could be a card, it could be a weapon, it could be armor, it could be anything. But the last hit is what gives you that heart of fire or ice.
Duly noted. I remember. I absolutely remember. So, teleporters exist.
Oh,
this is something that we should definitely touch on.
Right.
Anybody else want to take this? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but we should definitely talk about this because this didn't exist back in the day.
Yeah, so on the map, guys, there's several teleporters on the map that are all linked together, and you can at what, 2 minutes? Is it 2 minutes? 2 minutes 30 seconds?
2 minutes and 10 seconds.
2 minutes and 10 seconds. They are activated, and you can pretty much teleport to not anywhere on the map, but there's I think that there's 5 of them, I believe. There's one in Coral, one in Minor,
as long as there's a
one in North,
icon.
and
Looks like a
to
purple
an standard area.
buzzsaw.
Yeah, it looks like a purple buzzsaw. You'll see in the map, mini map. Really cool.
Mhm.
Oh, also on the mini map, you can kind of see where all the paps and stuff are now. It kind of shows you where the chests are as well, and if they're taken, which is really
Mhm.
cool. Little quality of life features that they've added. A little, yeah.
Mhm.
Joy for sure.
Which makes it very interesting because a big problem that we used to have in the old RC was the fact that once you committed to like one side of the map, that was it, right? Like if you had to move elsewhere, like you were severely punished for it because you were wasting time trying to get there. Now, you can literally spread out instead of all landing in the same spot. Be like, okay, I'm gonna go here real quick. Boom, I'm gonna teleport over here. You can meet me over here. Like that's viable now because you're not just confined to one section of the map.
So
Which is pretty cool in my opinion.
one thing to note again with the teleporters, they have their applications of obviously moving around the map, but
Yeah.
because of the state of squads,
Mhm.
people have to split up to get their paths done. So when you split up from your team, you leave yourself a little exposed. But if your team is on the other side of the map, what you can do is actually utilize those teleports to get closer to them after you've gathered the mats that you need. So you don't have to feel bad about doing that. And that's pretty much the meta over in East Asia, is to split up early on. If you run into a team, sometimes you're kind of screwed alone. But as long as you play safe, you're usually able to get what you need and then go by your team.
Right.
Yeah, that's the state of
So-
East Asia, pretty much.
Yeah, and
Say
a
about
lot
that.
of it will probably carry over to NA, but who knows? We might change it up and whatnot. But for right now, that's been our experience. I can't think of anything else. We gonna take some stuff from chat, or what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, there's a few more actually. New champion that's coming out. Actually, we don't have to talk about that new champion too much. That'll take up too much time.
Yeah, because
But,
that's not coming today, is it? That's Tuesday still.
No,
Right?
today.
No, she's out. She's going to be out.
He's gonna
Oh
be
shit!
out.
They moved the whole. Oh shit.
The NA servers are out tonight. Like it's insane. It's great.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm good.
I didn't know they did that.
Okay.
You're excited about that. You wanted another mage, huh, Spoon?
Yeah.
Bruh, look, I know y'all remember, for those that were tuning into the old podcast, when they were introducing the new tank, which inevitably was going to be Chow. We didn't have any information other than the fact that it was supposed to be a tank. I said, you bring me a tank, I want some yank. And they definitely gave that shit to me, boy. Man, I don't know if y'all tried Chow. He's like Nautilus, fucking Rakan. It is so good. Yeah, yeet, get your ass back here, boy. Where do you think you're going?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's
Well,
got Fizzog, too.
I want to talk about the state of the game and
Mhm.
a little bit more about the state of the game, like how Asia is so popping right now. There's about 2K viewers on Twitch like 6 to 7K viewers on Twitch during peak times, and
That's spread across like 2
yeah.
to 3.
yeah during
streams,
during their peak times. But
Yeah.
it helps with viewership and putting Royal Crown up on top of I guess games played. Right? Puts it up
I'm
there
all
with
for it.
Eternal Return. So yeah,
Yeah.
which is good, right? We
I'm
need more
all for
content
it.
creators
Yeah.
and such,
Mhm.
people more involved in the community, not just us four. And yeah, during those peak times, there's around 3K players at all times. That's just for East Asia. Once NA starts picking up, once EU starts picking up, SA is already starting to pick up. They have a
Good.
great fan base, right? And
Mhm.
once it starts picking up, things are looking good. Things are looking really good for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that
I
being
agree.
said, what do you guys recommend right now they do to the game? What is your one thing, just one thing, okay? Because this can go on for a while.
Okay.
That
Okay.
you would recommend they do to the game right now.
Well, what I wanted is actually being added, and that was the ability to auto craft one of the recommended items in your little sub quick bar on the bottom right. Because I got tired of, like, in the middle of fights or something, like, I could potentially craft an item because I quick looted a body that I happened to find, and then I have to, like, click away and then hurry up and try to not misclick to make equipment that I also can make, but it's not recommended. And I wanted just, like, a button to press to, like, quick make the stuff I have set for my build, right? For my preset. And they apparently are making that a thing. They're gonna make Tilda for the PC players. and then or well whatever button you want to set it to. But yeah, they're essentially making an autocraft button, which is amazing. That was my only feedback for the current experience that I've been having. Obviously more stuff for later, but for now I'll just keep it to that.
Speaking
ahead,
of
Marsh,
mobile,
your one thing.
speaking of mobile for a second,
Mhm.
they actually are closing mobile down for a little bit because there's not a lot of mobile players. So you'll only be seeing PC players on for the next little while here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did they-
you're pretty cool.
They're not closing mobile. They're eliminating mobile only lobbies.
Oh right.
Wait,
That's it.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't remember them because I mean back when we played, mobile was just with us.
Yeah.
I thought.
Apparently,
they-
that was an option on mobile.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shit.
But let's not get off topic here from
Sure.
the things you want to see changed. Marsh, you go ahead, then I'll go for just the one thing you want to see changed to the game
Okay.
now.
In the game, I just want them to get enough people playing by advertising, and then fix the ladder so it's actually competitive. That's it. The more competitive the ladder, the more fun it's going to be, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Cool. For me, real simple. Every time you close the game, if you guys alter your hotkeys whatsoever, it auto reverts to what it was when you logged into the game prior. So you don't get to save your hotkeys. So if you guys want to change that tilde button, or for me, being a League player, my camera lock, I toggle it on and off. It's set to Y, but I like it on spacebar. So I have to change that every time I load the game up. I'd like them just to alter that so it remembers hotkeys.
That's kind of cheeks. I didn't know that. I mean, I haven't changed anything, but if I do, that's kind of like. Have you tested this like every single time?
Yep, every single time. And the reason I do it is because whenever you're fighting down, you need to have that camera down a bit so you can hit skill shots, especially on someone like Spark. It's hard to fight down unless you have your camera unlocked, and it reverts every time. So I gotta change it. It's not terrible, but it's kind of annoying. That could be fixed.
Okay. This is actually. I mean, I know you mentioned that, but I don't think that's like a common thing because I know
It
that
happened
a
to
lot
Looker
of the-
too.
Looker.
Yeah, he just
Confirmed?
said in chat.
My hotkeys revert back to default every so often, and it's so annoying. Yeah, Meerkat, get on that. That's not something. That's a quick fix. That should be easy. Just to have your shit not auto reset back to defaults on people's accounts. Like it should be simple. But you know, fucking take your time.
They're working hard though. I'll give them that.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Dead ass. Shout out to the dev team. High key. Now,
Super,
I
you got
don't-
anything you would change?
yeah. Oh yeah. Super. Go ahead before we move on.
Marsh took mine, but yeah, Marsh took mine. Like I would really love to see them advertise in NA.
Yeah.
Get this popping because I want to see 30-man lobbies in NA, right?
Yeah.
I have a feeling it won't be that like EA's.
I mean, it'll take
right away.
So we
It'll-
gotta figure out.
but
So
we
for
need
those of you
to
who
get
are
some.
coming-
Yeah, we need to get
Right.
some good streamers or some prominent streamers streaming to kind of bring it up a little bit. But that was mine. But there's another one I can say as well, which is what was it? I totally forgot what it was. What it was.
All right, take
The
one
pace-
second. 1 second.
The pacing of the game, the early game. I want people to be, or teams and people to be more rewarded to fight in the beginning. Just the early game.
I mean,
I had a thought
Quick-
for that.
yeah.
Bring 60-man lobbies back.
They could add buffs into the game that like spawn at a certain place, and then people could fight over it or something like
Like
that.
objectives.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before. I even recommended that they do that for specific mob camps
Yeah.
and have empowered mobs,
Yep.
which they haven't done yet. So that's definitely something that they can possibly
That's
I
true.
think about, or bring back the card system for coffins. Because essentially right now there's literally no reason to kill somebody early or make any kind of exchange because you can immediately res them. If you're about to die, all right, bro. Sorry, but we'll pick you up over here.
Yeah,
That's
people
it.
need to
Like-
drop something or something. You know
People what?
people need to drop some kind of gear for you or something, like just RNG drop something for you.
That's
make
fair,
it
you
look-
know, like maybe some mats, like
Yeah.
some utilities,
Yeah.
a piece of gear, maybe not, because that, like, where would they balance that? Because let's say it's late game, and you happen to get a kill and everyone's fully geared, then they happen to drop some shit like a legendary or something. Like I feel like that would just kind of open more avenues for shit to go wrong late game and not necessarily help the early game. Because what if something like that did happen? Oh, boom, purple weapon off of a body. Now every single person in this city is now my bitch type
Well,
stuff.
they could have it scale with the length of the game. So early on, if you kill someone, they're going to drop a green something, and then as it gets longer, it drops blue, and then purple, and then legendary would be late game.
That okay. I would be completely content with that, 100%.
But let's we made the point. We've been talking a lot about how to get people playing this with streamers and stuff. If you guys are coming back to the game and this first week you're playing and you're learning the game, and your NA lobbies are only 8 or 9 people, stick with it. Because if we don't stick with it and new players come into the game, they're going to get those old 6-7 man lobbies that turn people off. So we're going to have to hang around. If you guys want this game to be here, play it, enjoy it. Even if you have to go on another server just to get an idea of what it's really like playing on 30 man lobbies. But NA's got to grow, and we need some ideas. We can talk about it, how we can make this popular and grow the community again.
Yeah. Also, on a side note, to backpack off of what you're saying, aside from playing it, express your honest opinions about the game, positive or negative, in a review for the game. What's the first thing we all do when we're shopping for new shit? Let me look at the reviews. It's no different for video games. People research what it is that they could potentially play before playing it, and the more stuff that they can find, both positive and negative, the better chance that we have of people actually coming to the fruition. Hey, I might give this game, a chance because you decided this game is late.
Go to Steam.
On the review. Yeah,
go to Steam
go to
right
Steam.
now and make
I wrote my review a long time ago.
Yeah.
I gotta
Oh,
delete
I
my old
edited
one.
mine. I tore them into an asshole when I left the game.
I mean, hey, they need to hear it though, because without that type of feedback,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be getting better, right? And to circle it back what I was saying, shout out Meerkat and all the devs, keeping at it, not giving up when they could have, when they hit rock bottom essentially, but they brought it back. We're seeing some changes, and yet here we are. It's like we never left, bro. We out here.
Here we are. That actually segues into next topic, which is what would you recommend the community does to make this game more popular, to increase engagement? What do you recommend?
Me personally, every person knows at least 2 to 3 people
Yeah.
in their inner circle. Tell your friends about it. Don't keep it to yourself. Hey, bro, you play League. I think you might fuck with this because I'm playing RC right now. Get them in, like engage with people, talk to people in the Discord. It's not like they're gonna bite your head off. Be a part of the community. Everybody's extremely welcome. When we host our events like we're doing right now with the podcast, come through, say what's up. You know what I'm saying? For the events that we have for like the custom lobbies, if we bring Royals back soon, the Royals League, participate. Like, there's no need to be shy about it. Like, yeah, there may be some competitive nature to it, but the more traction we get with this shit snowballs. We have proven this week after week after week after week when this shit was jumping. I promise you, our podcasts, there was like, what, 8 people for the first podcast or something? 4th podcast, 60, 70, 80. Like, they're like, and then shortly after that, fucking CM Korik joined our Discord, and he's still in our Discord. He never left. That ass just chilling right there.
He's gonna get the tag too, the Discord tag.
Oh, he gonna get the tag.
Yeah,
he gonna get the tag.
People come back. I don't know how we're gonna track that, but yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Speaking,
just
to piggyback off what you just said, Spook.
Mhm.
If you refer people, actually, if you're new to the game and you refer people, maybe we'll give you guys some exclusives.
I would like to see that.
So
I would like to see a referral program.
Yeah, like a referral program. Like, I don't know
would like to see
if Marshed wants to create guides or something like that, we can have like exclusive guides section in the Discord, and if you refer one person to the Discord, just to the Discord, and to play the game, you have access to that guide section or something like that. And Marsh is like, everybody here is great at the game, and whoever wants to write guides can put guides into there. It's it could be something, you know, to bring people into the game.
Yeah. And speaking of posting content, our Discord is not limited to this game, right? We're a community. I saw a couple people hesitant to posting their own content in the video section not too long ago. I'm not going to drop any names, but if you guys have something that you want to engage, just post it, as long as it's appropriate and isn't going to fucking, you know, piss a demographic off, or like, you know, someone's ethnicity. Just you know, just be yourself, bro. Like, if you make a YouTube video and just post it, bro. Like, that's the type of community that we are. Like, this is not RC only. You feel me? Like, sometimes you may catch me in a call with a range playing some RC, or we might be playing Valorant. You never fucking know, right? But everyone's, you know, tight like that. So keep that in mind too, because I saw some people confused on whether or not they could talk about it or post about it in general.
This guy just talked about CM Korik being in the Discord and not talking again. I think they're like, because he's from Meerkat or whatever, like,
Yeah.
anything that he says will be tagged to the company, so he has to be really careful about talking in our Discord. So it's not his fault or anything like that.
It's a liability. Anything he says could be screenshotted and then goes against him, right? So he's essentially just there for visibility purposes. Because we had so much traction from our community and the shit that we were doing, they acknowledged what we were doing by joining. Like, okay, yes, y'all have a lot of people. Let's just go in here to make sure y'all ain't trying to fuck us over type shit. And everything's cool. And, you know, he's there. You know, we would tag him every now and again. He said what's up when he first joined. Like, we were like, oh, shit, CM Cork. And he's like, hey, what's going on, guys? And we were like, oh, shit. Like, we were geeking. I ain't gonna lie. But, you know, it's little tiny proof like that of how efficient it is when you compound with a community and actually engage in doing something. Our servers coming on tonight is a perfect example of that shit, baby. Another round of applause. We got our server back in like a week. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Punk is in the chat.
Hell yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna
excited.
be trying to recruit League of Legends players straight out of solo queue.
Dude,
Yeah, do it.
Right.
Let's go play League and just
Just advertise the game.
solo queue. Yeah. Even Eternal Return. Even go to Eternal Return and be like, hey, you know, this game's whatever. Try Royal Crown.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
it's that easy, bro. It's that easy.
Yeah.
And fucking look, y'all some beautiful ass people. Y'all could have been doing anything y'all fucking wanted tonight, but y'all are here. You feel me? Y'all out here tuning in to my stream, Super Stream. I don't know if you still streaming, but Ink stream, fucking. It's a great thing to be around such a great community. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. All y'all motherfuckers, beautiful, baby. Yes.
I'm glad to be back. I'm
glad
we're back. This is so exciting. So exciting.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna make those tags in the Discord for returning players, and then, you know, recommendations as well. What else we're gonna do? Royals League. I guess people want to know about Royals League.
Oh yeah, they do.
With competitive scene, guys, we have the infrastructure. It's there. Now we just need players, right? There's players.
Yep.
So there's actually a poll like created a few days ago. Go click the Cork head on the poll, right? To show that you are interested. Once we get custom lobbies going, just have regular scrim nights, maybe once or twice a week. Then we could think about doing more competitive things again.
Okay. And where can they find this announcement for the poll, or the post you're talking about?
The poll is in the Discord. Join the Discord.
In what channel?
In the poll section.
Yep.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Marsh, do you have a link to that guide of yours?
It's in the it's in the Discord. I posted under general. It's
There you
under
go.
builds and guides. So if you just go there, you can click on my message and go to it.
Builds and guides. Yeah, we're gonna do a little revamp of the Discord too, I think, because you know, it's 2021.
Do me a favor, Mark.
New year, new us.
Pin those messages.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like, pin this whole guide for me, real quick.
Alright.
Thank you.
You got it.
It's been good.
Yeah. You
Questions?
wanna?
Take questions?
You-
Yeah, we're almost
Yeah,
at
I was
an hour
about
and a
to
half.
say.
Yeah, let's take some
we'll probably
questions.
close out. Questions? Anyone got questions in chat? Now's the time. I know I haven't been saying much for people saying things in chat. I have been reading it. Inked has been doing his utmost to try to respond, as well as Marsh. But you know, if you guys had any things that you wanted to talk about, now's the time to bring that shit up. We'll maybe do this for what, another 10-15 minutes, boys, and we'll probably close out the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where the fuck is rank 1? I mean, here's the thing. Arranged will be a part of the Discord. You know, he's going to not necessarily sit out, but he's gonna be having more of a Discord presence. You know, he personally requested, you know, that's what he wanted to do, and you know, obviously we're going to respect that wish. And you know, obviously we have, you know, everyone on the panel right now more than willing to step up on the podcast, and any future podcast, if you want to be a part of the panel, let myself or SuperFuture know, and then we'll try to, you know, get you on, because obviously we don't limit the opinions that we want on the podcast. You know, every opinion is going to be heard in the same way. You know, like, I don't want people feeling like, I wish I could be on the podcast, but that homie Spookin, he's funny as hell. I don't know if I can keep my just fucking join, dude. Like, we've had all types of people on our fucking podcast. Mike, I hit you up. If you were just a couple seconds fucking sooner, you'd be up here on the panel. I want to see you next week. Questions again. If y'all ain't asking something, we'll fuck around and stop the podcast. You think I'm bullshitting? If y'all want to talk about stuff, now's the time.
That's not a question, Mike. What the hell?
Let's get an idea here tonight. How many people are gonna be playing in the chat? How many of y'all gonna be playing when the patch drops? I already canceled myself from participating in a Clash tournament in League of Legends tonight because this patch is coming out.
That's hilarious, dude. Yo, you should just recruit them. Just be like, hey guys, this is a new game. You guys, I think you guys should try it out.
I mean, one of the players on the Clash team was he's actually an employee for Riot, so
Oh, really?
I don't know if I
I
can
see.
recruit him.
Oh yeah.
They play other games. It doesn't matter.
I'll be late, but I'm here for okay, that's fine. I said we'll definitely be on. I would hate for people to be able to.
I mean, the ranks
Miss
are
out
up
on
for
it.
grabs on every single hero. Up in NA, it's gonna be full reset. You want to be the number one something? Play some games on it. Don't play Spark. That's mine, but you can play something else.
You said play everything for Spark.
Don't play Spark.
Now the people are gonna be on that Nova grind. Gonna be playing
but-
that
Oh yeah,
new
true,
hero.
Yeah.
true. People are gonna be jumping on the new character.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
There you go.
Nothing in chat. No questions, no nothing. I know we covered a lot. We honestly
Yeah.
covered a lot. Something I do want to talk about while, you know, chat's doing whatever the hell. Podcast times. Because I know Saturdays is not the ideal days that we would aim for. Or it could be. Super, what are you thinking?
That's something we can discuss off stream. Like, I don't think that matters too much.
Well, it kind of does. So I'm just kind of saying it out loud that we should probably figure this out sooner than later, preferably before the server drops, because we'll be preoccupied with that. That way we can get the announcement out early.
We need to
then
figure out when the patches are actually going to be consistent, because we usually
Well,
talk about
as far as I was
patches.
under the
we got a
impression.
question.
Yeah, do we?
Yeah, do we like the new crafting system compared to the old one?
Sevrep, you're kind of coming in a little late. Highly recommend that you roll back the VOD because we did talk about this. But summary, I will take this crafting over no crafting. Plain and simple. You know, they took out crafting, I leave. They put crafting back in, I come back. Plain, boom, bam, bow. Point A, point B.
Real small learning curve to it. That's it.
Mhm. Yep. Highly recommend you check out Marshed and his guide. He pinged it in general chat.
I think
Check that out.
I think honestly crafting is more simple now. Like yeah, you won't get weapons and stuff out of the chest right away unless you're opening a red chest, but you can get a weapon. You know you go to town and you can get a weapon because those mats are there, right? You know, if you go to Freya, you're getting a Knight Scepter, right?
I think it's really just, it's about knowing how to utilize the presets.
Yeah.
That's what's going to make crafting so easy for you. And if you guys, first thing I'll be doing in my stream, once the server drops, I will make a brand new preset. I'll do it for any character that people want to see it for. And I'll walk you through all the group settings and the map stuff. So pop by my channel, or if you guys want to learn it from one of these guys too, they'll be streaming. Maybe they'll want to do presets, but I'll focus my first maybe 15, 20 minutes of the stream on setting up presets and showing you how to do it.
Question, what's the exact time that the maintenance should be done?
8 o'clock Central.
So that's 6 o'clock.
1.5 hours.
Yep,
Yeah, so
1.5 hour from now.
8 p.m. CST, which is 6 p.m. PST.
It's gonna be a hot time too, so like double EXP, I believe.
Yeah.
So celebrating any server being back. Be good.
I'm so stoked. I've been waiting for this.
I'm so stoked too.
Yeah. So I think if we don't have any other things in chat, I guess we can go ahead and conclude this podcast on how not to fuck your game up.
Awesome.
Again, on the panel tonight, we had Marshed, SuperFuture, and Ink. Thank you, gentlemen, for taking the time to be a part of this. Yet again, feels so good to be back. Thank you, everybody in chat, for participating and watching this beautiful podcast with these beautiful people. Be on the lookout for announcements for our next podcast, which will be happening weekly. Yes, we are bringing it back weekly. And I hope to see you guys online tonight. I'm gonna be on. So, Shay, you better come out.
We want to run squads tonight.
We're on squads, 30-man lobby squads. Let's do this.
Squad gang.
Squads is where it's at.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let's make sure that when we're doing these squads, let's try and keep it fair. So, Super and Spoo, you guys make a squad, take somebody who's just coming back to the game, and Marshed and I'll take someone. And then we'll see what's up.
Okay.
Like straight up like captain type shit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Okay. That's fair.
If you guys want to join Marshed and I tonight, shoot me a DM in the Discord, and we'll make sure we get you in there. But if you guys want to join the Hype Squad and Spoog and Super, let them know. And if there's enough people interested, we'll all take 2 newbies on and we'll get you guys back in.
Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. But all right, gentlemen, thank you again. Thank you, everybody in chat. I'm not getting offline. I'm just closing this out. But
yeah,
until I see you guys tonight.
All right.
See you then.
Thank you, Spook.
Alright guys, thanks for listening. And that was good. It's good to be back. I am going to shut down the stream quickly and restart it. Yeah, I'm gonna shut down the stream quickly and restart it, just so it saves the VOD and such. So yeah, give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna get back.